Anyway, it's time to show my super elite gamer strat. So first off, you're going to go into the map. Because now you have a map. Now you're going to learn on Hyrule Castle. Now, when I said we were going to Hyrule Castle, I wasn't kidding. We are actually going to Hyrule Castle. And I saw a video for this. So you want to set up a red pin there, a blue pin there, a yellow pin here, and then in this watery area here, you're going to set up the green pin. Alright? And these are the areas you want to go to. But you're going to start off in the red pin as your target. Because the red pin is, say, all these areas are like free awesome loot. Like one free awesome loot after another free awesome loot. So I'm going to show this off real quick. Because I did this in my other file and I was not upset. I don't think I died at all doing this. If I did, then that was just my own foolishness. You can, of course, save a little stamina by allowing yourself to fall a little bit. But you don't want to fall too far because, you know, then you won't make it. So basically, once you've paraglided yourself until your stamina is in the red, that is when you pop one of your energy elixirs that you just made yourself. And now you're basically at full stamina again. Yep. So that's why you made the energy elixirs, was so that you had enough stamina to make it to Hyrule Castle. Now, of course, this area is full of loot, but the areas I pinned either have minimal monster activity or no monster activity. So it's actually very good to go here. So as you can see some black bokoblins over to the left there, but we're not going to fucks with them. We're just going to land on this little land bridge right here, and we're just going to go straight into the throne room. Now you're going to need a minimum of like 3 flame fruits, I believe. I might miss some stuff. I don't quite remember everything. But anyway, this main throne room here, no monsters at all. It is completely safe. So you're just going to go up the stairs here on the right or the left. Go up here. Alright, now you're going to hit your button to throw your weapon. And then you're going to hit the up arrow key to pull out a flame fruit. Or fire fruit, whatever you want to call it. And that gets 1 torch. Now you're going to pull out a wooden weapon like this. Or you're going to put it away automatically. And you're going to take this, strike that so that that torch lights that. And you can save up a flame fruit. And you're going to put your weapon away before it burns away. And you've just unlocked this chest. And this is where you're going to find Champion's Leathers. Yes, you remember the armor that we had in the beginning of the game before it was stolen from us? It somehow ended up in this chest underneath this eagle in the throne room. This garment, worn by those in good standing with Hyrule royalty, has been reworked with the latest improvements such as new shoulder guard. So now we can equip that, giving us a little more armor and making us look a little cooler. Now we're going to go up the stairs on the left here. Remember, this entire area has like no monsters in it, so it's completely safe to just go around and check it out. And here we're going to find a Royal Guard shield. Now, of course, we don't have room for it, so we're going to have to drop one of our shields. But it's worth because this shield has 70 defensive power. This shield is forged using ancient Sheikah technology. It boasts extremely high stopping power, but structural weakness makes its low durability impractical for combat. So yes, it does have low durability, but guess what? All our shields have low durability, so it's still better. And of course, a Royal Guard sword as well, doing a whopping 22 damage without anything added to it. A prototypical sword for knights. Its metal may not be as durable as others, but the sword yields massive destructive power just before it breaks. Alright, now we have to drop one of our weapons here. I'm going to drop, what am I going to drop? I'm going to drop the minecart hammer. So yeah, we just got a nice new sword. Let's equip that. And a nice new shield. Let's equip that. And now I look like a badass. I look much more legit. Now we can go over here, jump over here, and here we're going to find a Royal Guard spear. Now we're going to have to drop something else for that. I'm going to drop my broadsword spear for this Royal Guard spear. I forgot to read the description of that, like a ding-dong, so we're going to read it here. A prototype spear wielded by a knight. It's made from special metal with low durability, but which yields massive destructive power just before it breaks. So all this is low durability, but high power, which makes it really powerful, but you're going to have to replace it often. But thankfully, I'm pretty sure all this stuff respawns after every blood moon. Now, that's everything on the left side, but don't forget you need to go up the right side, too, because this also bears loot. Now, if you go over here, behind this statue, you're going to find a Royal Guard's Claymore. What are we going to drop for that? Maybe this faux Claymore I made. Royal Guard's Claymore. A decayed Claymore prototype for the Royal Guard. It's made of a metal refined using an unusual method, and it holds massive destructive power just before it breaks, just like all the rest. We're going to find a couple more Claymores around here, but over here, we're going to find ourselves a pack of 10 arrows. I thought it was 5, but it's 10, so that's pretty nice. And behind the horse head, you're going to find our first Royal Guard's bow. This prototype Sheikah-made bow was designed to fight the Great Calamity. Made with ancient technology, it boasts a high rate of firepower, but has low durability. So we can just take our bow, and we can drop our old wooden bow for this amazing bow that does 50 damage. 50 fucking damage! Like, that's crazy. Now, I'm pretty sure that's everything, but let me check out over here real quick. There might be something I missed. Oh, there's a chest here. 50 rubies. I'm not going to say no to 50 rubies. So, yeah, apparently behind the staircase to the top floor is 50 rubies. And if you go up here, this is no bueno. That's gloom. So yeah, that's about everything in the throne room, I'm pretty sure, because that staircase is blocked, and I already took all the loot in here. So, now that we've done this, let's see. This is the door off to the blue section, so we're going to start going off to the blue marker, because we've looted everything at the red marker, and got a bunch of awesome Royal Guard gear. In fact, let me equip my new Royal Guard bow real quick, because just in case one of these guys decides they want to attack me, and I can't get away, I want to be able to actually hit back for a decent number. Now we're going to go into this tower, and the reason why is, what's that? Is that, oh, that's a Knight's Claymore. That's not as good. We're going to go down here. This is Princess Zelda's room, and in here we're going to find, in this chest, the Royal Guard's cap. This spiffy cap is part of the uniform for Hyrule's Royal Guard. It's lighter than it looks and easy to move around in. Recently reproduced and made available. So now we have a cap, and now we're fabulous. And we want to look around her room too, because there's some other loot around, like up there. Like here's another 5 arrows, so 15 arrows so far. And if you just jump up here real quick, you're going to find another Royal Guard's bow. So of course make sure to drop one of your crappy bows to pick up that, because even though it's low durability, it has massive damage, guys. Massive damage. Break these pots, kind of dumbly with your good sword. And then over here, we're going to find another Royal Guard's Claymore. So we're going to have to drop something else. How about this stick with a sword on it? So yeah, now we have 2 Royal Guard's Claymores, 1 Royal Guard Spear, and 1 Royal Guard Sword. Plus 2 Royal Guard Bows and a Royal Guard Shield. So, we are doing pretty good, pretty tasty. Let's check out here real quick. I don't think anything's out here. No, it's not. So yeah, now I'm going to... That's not the right button. I'm going to use my Ascend ability to ascend to the top of the tower again. So that way... And there we go. Remember, Ascend is a nice ability. I don't think I checked out that other tower, so I'm going to do that real quick. Just in case there's anything good in here. And there is! A Silent Princess, a chest, a Royal Guard sword. Now, you see, if I checked that out last time, I would have gotten this too, but remember, checking things out is always worth a look, unless it seems extremely dangerous, and then maybe think twice. But yeah, so far, this tower was also worth usually goodies. I don't want the construct bow because it sucks. So now we have three Royal Guard bows, as you can see, and just wasted that. Okay. We have 3 Royal Guard bows, 2 Royal Guard swords, 2 Royal Guard claymores, and a Royal Guard spear. And we have a Royal Guard shield. So, whoa! Okay, this is fine. You might think this is not fine because I just fell down, but this is actually fine. This is exactly where we wanted to be. I know that sounds kind of like crap, Ola, when I just fell completely from there, but we actually have to go through this cave. Now, basically, all you gotta do is you gotta run and zigzag through this cave for your life. Okay, I'm out of stamina. Just kind of saunter, maybe do a little bit of zigzag, there we go, and sprint. And you see I didn't get hit once, and the Horriblins back there may be behind a little bit, but we're not going to focus on them. We're just going to climb up this wall. There we go. And there we go. And we're over at this shrine now. Anybody be wondering why are we going to this goddamn shrine? Well, we're going to unlock it so that way we have a fast travel point. That's right, we got a fast travel point onto Hyrule Castle. So if we don't want to do the whole thing with the tower again, we can just fast travel here. Although, it's probably best to just use the fast travel point. Now we can just wait for the Horriblins to kind of just go back to their little cave entrance where they belong, the little horrible monster people. And then once they're gone, we can go off to our next area for some more delicious loot. Because this is not just a fast travel point, there's also a little passage down here to another area free of monsters but full of loot. Because as you know, our motto is just keep looting. Because we love the loot. It's so delicious. It's so delicious and nutritious, the loot. What's up here? That's a Knight's Broadsword. We're not going to be picking that up just because there's other goodies that we can pick up that are worth more. Now this library has like no monsters in it. It's basically safe. So, you know, just like check it out. I don't remember if there's anything up here. Let me break these pots real quick. Any apples? Any arrows? Nope. Okay. Now remember, I know the path decently, but that does not mean that I know all the loot locations. So always remember, if you're feeling confident, go check out the area yourself. You might find something that I missed or whatnot and be very happy with yourself that you decided to look around instead of just following the video exact. A Royal Guard spear, so we're gonna drop this crappy Captain's spear. Now, as I said before from the descriptions of these weapons, all this stuff is gonna break quicker than normal weapons because it's high power, low durability, but it's high power. And you can always get these replaced with like stuff you find around from the monsters you're killing them with. Okay, and that is an area full of gloom. You can try to make it past that if you want. I'm not going to be risking my hearts for it. I think that's either a Royal Guards Claymore or a Royal Claymore. The Royal stuff, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Is there... There's not really a plank of wood or anything around that I can put on it. Sprint! Oh, yes, I made it through. Just barely before the gloom got me. There's nothing in this hallway. What is this? This is not a Royal Guards Claymore, as it does not recognize it. It is a Royal Claymore, and it does noticeably less damage. A large sword, now decayed, issued to the royal family's guard. It's tuned for skilled users and yields a powerful flurry rush during a perfect dodge. So this is different. It doesn't do as much damage as the Royal Guards Claymore. However, it doesn't mention that it has low durability. So this is probably a high durability weapon that has decent damage instead. And I already mentioned that it apparently does way more damage during a flurry rush, which I'm about. You know, flurry rushes are fun. They're fun. They're good. Okay. Books, bookcases, and stuff, you know. And you're probably wondering, well, what's the point of all this? All you've gotten is a single thing that you've already mentioned you didn't get before. Oh, I could have used that door. Either way. Well, I'm going to show you that in a second. I was just looking around to make sure I hadn't missed anything on my previous way through, which I did because I was afraid of the gloom, and I shouldn't have been because I have the ability. Now, you see that bookcase there? You see how that doesn't look quite right? That's because it's not. Get out of my way. Always check with the big hand. Yep, it's a secret little hidden, it's the king's study. It's got a chest with the royal guard boots in it. These boots are part of the uniform for Hyrule's Royal Guard. They're a fine blend of style and function, recently reproduced and made available. And there is this shield back here, so we're going to drop our rusted shield for the Royal Shield. It's not as good as a Royal Guard shield, but it's a shield issued to the Hyrulean royal family's immediate guard detail. It boasts a high defense, but these days it's more of a collector's item due to its ornamentation. So, it doesn't have as much defensive Okay, we're going to switch back to the Royal Guard sword because it doesn't have as much defensive capability as the Royal Guard shield, but it doesn't mention that it has low durability like the Royal Guard shield does. So it'll probably last us longer, but not be as effective. How did I miss this sword last time? How did I miss this? Or did I? I don't remember. Either way, we are boasting a large thing of really top tier weapons already, and we're not even done. There's still like one more area we have to go to. These pots are really barren of anything. They need to fill their pots with shit. Anyway, break the box. Blackened crab! A whole crab, slow roasted in a shell. The soft, flaky flesh pairs nicely with the scent of the charred shell for a meal that assaults all 5 of your senses in all the best ways. Anyway, here's some arrows, and here is a bow. This is not the menu for bows. So, this is a soldier's bow. It's better than a construct bow, but it's not as good as our other bow we got. Another library. Well, this one just leads to a hole. A hole in the wall. So, break that. What is that, an arrow? What's out there? A way to escape, I guess, if you need to get out. I don't know why you would. This library is completely empty of any threat. But you never know. Break the pot. This library section, though, is not empty of goodies. This is a small little staircase to a hidden little weird nook. There's a Knight's Claymore. We're not going to pick that up. We're going to go over here to this little chest. And this is a good chest you definitely don't want to miss. It's got a shard of Dinral's spike. An incredibly hard stone mined from a spike on Dinral's back, one of the dragons. It is very destructive when fused to a weapon, and it also imbues that weapon with the power of flame. So there you have it. A little hidden chest with a very important thing. Also a Knight's Claymore if you want it. I personally don't. And I believe that's all the hidden stuff in here. I could be wrong. There could be more stuff. I'm not sure. Of course, I always encourage you to check out stuff for yourself. But I'm pretty sure we are done with this area after I'm done breaking all these pots. What's that? I'm wrong! It's a Royal Guard shield. Never been so glad to be wrong in my life. Now we have 2 Royal Guard shield, a Royal shield, a bunch of Royal Guard and Royal weapons. So we are doing pretty good. And this is a little route you take. You just go to the front with the red marker, remember, then to the blue marker, which is Princess Zelda's tower, and then you go from the Princess Tower down below into that little cave area, right to the shrine, and then you go down into this area, into this library, in which you'll find more goodies than you'll know what to do with. Because there was some shields and stuff that spawned in here, as well as that. Let's see. Let's check our armor. We don't need cold resist right now, so we're gonna go with the Royal Guard boots, because that's gonna give us some armor resistance in case we run into any baddies. And just because we didn't finish the shrine doesn't mean we can't come back here later for it. It's just a fast travel point for us right now. Now you could go in there and use your awesome gear to kill those horogoblins and take their horns and stuff, but instead we're gonna go for the next marker on our list, which is down there. Now check your map, make sure you're right. I believe it's X for world map. Yep, we're gonna jump from here. When you see that little circle of stuff, you know you're in the right place. And there we go! We're in the docks! Make sure to grab this hardy salmon. He's an important little fellow. Hardy salmon gives you 4 hearts just raw. This fish makes its home in cold water, giving it extra layers of fat. It'll restore all your hearts and temporarily increase your maximum hearts when used in cooking. So yes, it's a very valuable little fish. So what I didn't do last time was I was just kind of rushing along trying to finish the route. So I didn't go around and really look for any more hardy salmons. That's a mistake I'm not going to make twice. And you see, now I've got 3 hardy salmons. These really good fish that gives you so much health in your cooking. Because it already said it's going to give you extra hearts when you cook it. We're going to deal with that in a second. Okay, don't use your Royal Guard ship for breaking boxes. So if there's one weapon you want to keep, it's probably something that's good for breaking stuff, like my stick with a rock. We're not going to pay attention to that. Wait. We're not going to pay attention to that. We're not going to look at that. We're going to pretend like it doesn't exist. I don't care if it sings to you the opera. You do not pay attention to that right now. You take the loot. Always keep looting. A Royal Guard's broadsword. I can't pick that up. I literally have so much shit of awesomeness I can't pick it up. Well, there you have it. You can literally find so much loot without running into basically any monsters besides the horror oblins in the cave and that thing up there, that you can fit your early game weapon wheel with just royal stuff. And look at all that. Pristine, no durability lost. No durability lost. All this has no durability lost on it besides this sword, which I've been swinging at like boxes and pots and stuff like a fool. I might... You know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to not follow my own rule. I'm going to take it. Hold on. Before I run away with this, I'm going to use this to break all the rest of the boxes in here. Oh, look at that. 15 arrows. 15 arrows. It goes to show that sometimes you just want to keep looking around for loot because there's no rush. There's no rush. Another 6 arrows. This is all such awesome goodies. Nope. That was lame. Nothing in that barrel, that's fine. But yeah, this little dock spawns hardy salmon, or whatever they're called, which are full of hearts to heal you when you cook them and stuff. I think that's everything besides that barrel over there. So yes, we're now going to drop the stone axe. You were a good friend to us, but now... we've got to continue on our journey. I don't think there's any more hardy salmon in the water. I could have missed them. Obviously, the water's kind of hard to see into and stuff. Huh, I wonder how you... Oh, that's how you... Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Didn't expect random gloom pocket. Ha ha ha! Loot! No, it doesn't matter if it's upside down, we can still kick it open. 10 arrows. It was a little bit of a puzzle to get it out, not really that hard. But 10 arrows is 10 arrows, and that's possibly 10 kills, considering we have 50 damage bows now. Now, let me see if that creature, what that creature's doing. Now, we're just going to hop up here real quick, and that motherfucker died on its own. Now, you're probably wondering, how did it die on its own? And that's a very simple answer, is the fact that it actually didn't die on its own, not technically. Technically, it despawned. So, for this creature, what you're going to do is, if you walked up here immediately and you stared it down and went, oh god, why? Because it's a horrifying monstrosity, you would paraglide down there where those chests are. Let me just show you that real quick. Whee! And then you just jump down here after you caught its attention. Now you would just climb the wall up until you saw the gloom, and you just wait here for a little while. and then eventually it'll just despawn on its own like it did here, and then you can just climb up here, grab those clumps, and that will give you some nice clumps, which you can then use in your cooking to make foods that give you resistance to the gloom. Now we're gonna just teleport out of here, so we don't whistle, Link, damn you. So we're just gonna try and break these crates real quick. Don't know why I haven't just been using the big hand to break the crates, considering that will save me so much durability. So don't be me, think it through, use a big hand. So grab those arrows, then head up here. Now this is the last place you will... How are these already lit? Okay, this is the last place you're going to need a flame fruit. So you're going to go and then pretend like you're going to throw your weapon. You're actually going to flow the flame through it, and you're going to flow it to that big torch that wasn't lit, and a chest will pop out. And this is the last real big loot that you need. You're going to open this up, and bada bing, it's the Hylian shield. This is the best shield in the game. Let me show you. A shield passed down through the Hylian royal family, along with the legend of the hero who wielded it. Its defensive capabilities and durability outshine all other shields. That's right. This is the most defensive and durable shield. It's literally the best of these two. It has more defense than even the Royal Guard shield, and it's got more durability than the Royal shield. This is a fantastic shield. No, not Hylian shield plus frog. Although I can combine it with stuff to make it stronger. But remember, even the Hylian shield can break, but I believe we can go to somewhere to buy a new Hylian shield should it break, and I believe there's some tricks to repair items should we want to keep them still. So that was basically the entirety of Hyrule Castle. That was all the best loot you can find. There's only really one other thing you can go do to get more loot, but I don't feel confident in doing that right now. I don't think I'm skilled enough at combat to be able to do that. And basically, what it is you're going to use all this loot that you just got from Hyrule Castle, and then you'd go find the lair of the White Lionel, and you just go fight the White Lionel, and if you kill it with this awesome loot, you lose some of your awesome loot, because of course it doesn't have enough durability to kill a White Lionel without destroying itself. But it can kill White Lionel, and in exchange you get White Lionel gear, which is like some of the best gear in the game. But maybe later on, when I want to do this trick again. And there it is. And that's the bottom of Hyrule Castle. Held up by a single whatever that is. But anyway, we're going to teleport out of here because we don't want this in our life anymore. So we're going to travel to Lookout Tower, and then we're going to look at... Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, blast that like button, smash the subscribe, hit the little bell, and that way you'll be notified whenever I drop a new YouTube video on every Tuesday. Anyway, have an amazing day, and just keep looting.